Hey guys, welcome to this new video. In this video, we'll be creating a simple but efficient React application with route redirect, and as an extra, add implementation for redirecting users to an intended page after login. To achieve an elegant and low maintenance routing system, we'll be using a combination of the higher order component and the provider pattern. First, to set up our application with basic route setup using React Router DOM. So let's dive right in. To scaffold our app with Vite, run this command: npm create Vite at latest and redirect app will be the name of the application. We'll also add a template. We're using React TS TypeScript as a template. To hit enter. Next, we install dependencies, and the dependency we require for this particular application is React Router DOM. To install, we navigate to the application folder and run npm install React Router DOM and hit enter. Now that we have our dependencies installed, we can now add our layout component. Our layout component would render a navigation header and an outlet where dynamic content of our application will be rendered. The navigation will contain links to dashboard, account, and logout. So let's open our application in our code editor. Here I've cleaned up the Vite installation to remove all the assets and CSS stylings to have a minimal application, just rendering the h1 tag. I've added a layout component within the component folder in our source directory. It has two main parts: the header, which contains a header and links to a dummy link, and a navigation that contains links to dashboard, accounts, and logout. Finally, we have a main area that contains the outlet where our dynamic content will be rendered. Next, we can now create components for each of our pages, starting with the login page. The login page will contain a simple page heading and a dummy login form. I have added a login page component in the pages directory in our source folder. So it contains a page header and a dummy form with each of the input fields disabled, and a button for submission, since we will not be handling actual login but mimicking a login feature here. Next, we can add the dashboard page, which will also contain a simple page header and a page description. We can also add an accounts page, which will be exactly like the dashboard page but with a different copy. Next, we add the not found page. This will be the default page to catch any unmatched routes. It will have a header, message, and a link to the dashboard. We can now set up our app with the layout and routes pointing to these pages. To set up our route, we create a route component wrapper from React Router DOM. Next, to create our layout route, also from React Router DOM. Its path will be to the index route, and the element will be our layout component. Within the layout route, we can add our corresponding route, starting with the index route. will be the index. Element will point to our login page. Next we have the dashboard route, and the element will be the dashboard page. Next we have the account route, element will be the account page. And finally we have our fallback route, and the path will be asterisk, which is a wildcard to catch any unknown route, and the element will point to the not found page. To complete our route setup, we wrap our app in browser router from React Router DOM. So I'll navigate to main.ts file and add browser router from React Router DOM. Great job. Now that we have our router set up properly, let's test the app to see how it looks. So we navigate to the console and run npm run dev and hit enter, and we have our app running on port 5173. We navigate to that and we see that we have our app and showing our login page with our top navigation. Well, it doesn't really start properly now, but let's just see that it works properly. So we'll navigate to dashboard. Here it goes to dashboard. Navigate to account, it goes to account. Log out, takes us back to the login page. That looks good. So I'll just add some CSS styles I've already prepared behind the scenes, and then we'll come back and have another look. So I've added some CSS files in layout, login, and not found. And I'll share a link to the GitHub repository where you can find all the styles. So let's check out the page again. Navigate to the browser. The top navigation bar is properly styled, and then we have our form. We can log in. There's no functionality for login now. You can go to each of the pages. Yeah. So now that we have our route working properly, let's move to the next phase of this particular project, which is to set up route redirect properly. And let's get right to it. Feel free to share, like, and subscribe to this channel to support its growth, and to also make this video available to others that would benefit from it.